Hello everyone, this is Yuying Wei. I choose to present to you Gateway Assignment A. The school I observed is Public School 1 and 11. In this school, the pre-kindergarten to 8th grades are served. And there are mainly two kinds of classes in this school, the mainstream classes and the ESL classes. Altogether, there are 4 ESL teachers in the school. The classroom I observed is conducted by Miss S. In this school, ESL classes are exclusively put up. Led by Miss S. There are 4 groups in her classroom. The 3rd and 5th grade beginners, 4th intermediate graders, 4th advanced graders, and 5th intermediate graders. There are Latino students whose first language is Spanish, students from Yemen whose first language is Arabic, one student from Uzbekistan whose first language is Russian, and one boy from China, and his first language is Mandarin. The teacher tries to make sure that she can meet every group 4 periods a week, and each period lasts about 1 hour and 15 minutes. During my observation, I have 5 focuses. There are the lesson components, cultural relevance and background knowledge, groupings and engagement, productive and positive learning environments, and finally the instructional approach. As I introduced before, there are 4 groups taught by Miss S. The 4th intermediate groups did a research on how English language developed during this semester, and the 4th advanced graders did a research on part of speech in English. Limited by English proficiency, the 3rd and 4th beginners, in their group, only the reading and writing language skills are focused. And the 5th intermediate graders, they learned the geography, politics, and culture of many countries. The components of the 3rd and 4th beginners lesson to some extent are fixed. For example, the teacher usually begins the class with reading a letter on the smartboard. The letter, it is said on the letter, "Dear students, welcome to ESL classes. Today is November 14th, 2012. Today we will, for example, practice new words, read independently, write alone, and finally, if we have time, we will have choice time. Let's have fun and learn a lot about English. Love, Miss S." And next, the class will proceed just as the procedures shown on the smartboard. And I think the teacher provides a positive and productive environment for students to learn English. For example, the 5th intermediate graders, after they studied things of Pakistan, the teacher and the students cook a kind of dessert together in the classroom, and the dessert is a typical Pakistan dessert. It is called chaat. It's something like the salad in US, just to put some fruits together and mixed with some special sauces made by the black pepper. The students really enjoy the process and they have fun. The teacher used communicative approach during this process. For example, when after um after the cooking, when two students want the same cup of that dessert, the teacher asks them to use words and to see who can win that cup of fruits. And one girl said I want it, and the other boy said I want it too, and the teacher said use other words, and finally the boy gives up and and eat another cup. So the students really have fun in the classroom and they love their ESL teacher. Talking about the cultural relevance, I also want to take the 5th intermediate graders as an example. The teacher told me that the curriculum requires the students finally to know something about the geography, politics, and culture of America, but the teacher thinks it's too difficult for the students to directly learn the abstract concepts of America, so she decided to start with the geography, politics, and culture of the countries where the students came from. And step by step, now they have learned the politics of America. They have learned the legislative, executive, and judicial parts of America. And the students can understand this better because there is a transition between their own culture and the culture in United States. In the 3rd and 4th beginner group, actually the students are divided into 2 levels. The low beginning level students just arrived in America 3 months ago, and the intermediate beginning level students may have stayed in US for about 1 year. So the teacher have to divide them into 2 groups in many activities. For example, practicing the new words. The low beginning level students are guided by the teacher. And they will memorize the words by using body language, but the intermediate beginning level student will sit around the desk, and the 3 students they practice their words themselves. So I don't think the teacher balanced the situation very well, but she said she had no choice. There is no other assistant. The teacher used explicit language when she asks students to do something. She will express it very explicitly and won't confuse the students. And talking about the teaching approach, I think it is combined with the deductive and inductive approach. It depends on the activities, actually. For example, when introducing the concepts of subject pronoun and object pronoun in the 3rd and 5th beginners group, the teacher didn't spend much time on introducing the abstract concepts. Instead, she just writes words she, he, I, it, and they, we on the board and ask students to make sentences begin with these words. And finally, she just introduced that concept very briefly, because she doesn't believe that the students of the low English proficiency can understand that concept very well. Okay, that's all. Thank you.